All right, so welcome back to White House Farm. What we're doing today is we're going to be doing an oil change and oil filter on our Kubota B3000 here. And we went ahead and got a kit offline. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description. And it comes with your oil filter and 2 quarts of oil. You also have your air filter, your fuel filter, and it also comes with your other 2 filters. All right, so let's go ahead and pop this open and start taking it apart so we can do the oil change. All right, so definitely time for an oil change. Sucker's black. Let's go ahead and remove these 2 screws. We'll pull this forward and then we'll pull our side off here. These with some PB Blast. All right, let's see if the easy out works. Let's see if that might have loosened it up with the heat. Whew. Talk about rust. Nothing like living in the Rust Belt here. Holy cow. Alright, just goes to show you, you're going to do something easy, shouldn't take that long, and then you run into something like that. Well, unless you live where you don't put salt on the roads. So, we got tons of salt here. Alright, we'll have to drill that back out and then get 2 new bolts to throw in there. So now we can finally remove this side panel, and this just pops up from the front, and there's a piece in the bottom you just lift up like this, and then you should be able to pull out, and there we go. Alright, and there's our oil filter down there. Got 2 of them. You got one right there, and then one on the other side, and that's the bottom side of your pan. We could pull both of them and just make sure we get all the sludge and stuff out of there. Let it drip for a bit. And it's going to be a 17 mil. Alright, we got that one loose. Go and loosen up this one. Okay. They don't give you much room here with this plate in the way here, but it does protect your oil pans. There we go. There's that one. Oh, let's jump away from here. That was the little washer that fell. There we go. All right, so we'll let that drain. Man, you don't need to put these oil filters on that tight. Whew. There we go. Alright, so we got our new oil filter here. Let's go ahead and open this up. Make sure you run some oil along the seal here, and we'll get the new one on. And we'll actually put a little bit of oil in here. Now, you gotta do it quick because it's gonna start coming out. You don't want to fill it up all the way, but at least get some in there. Move it around so you don't get a dry start. And this is the Raptor 10W30 that came with it. Did notice the original Kubota one is a little bit longer, but should work. All right, that should be on there good. Once again, we'll check once we get it running, check for any leaks, and tighten it up more if we have to. And we'll get our date on here. That way we know when we did the oil change. All right, let's go ahead and put our plugs back in. Make sure you got those copper washers on there. They're basically crush washers to prevent it from leaking. If you do have new ones, go ahead and throw them on there. But we'll see how these work out. Should be okay. Take our paper towel, get the rest of the oil off of here. That way we can see if we got any leaks when we start it up. And there's the oil filler right there. Let's take that cap off. Definitely a tight fit. There it goes. All right, put our second one in. So we got 2 quarts in there. We're gonna go ahead and top it off with some good old Rotella T5. This is 15W40 heavy duty diesel engine oil, and this is what I use on all the other tractors. That one came with 2 of the 10W30s. You can use that. You just got to make sure that it's CF or higher, and you could see what you have here, and that's what they recommend for Kubota engines. So I wish that kit came with 2 more, because then we could have just topped it right off, but it is what it is. All right, on to plan 2. This is what we use in our excavator, 15W40. Pretty much the same thing as the Rotella. I opened up that one, and it was some old used motor oil that I had in there, so I tricked myself. So let's open up this one. Yep, and this is a new one. All right, we're just right below our fill point there, so that's good enough for right now to go ahead and start it, because we're probably gonna have to add some more once more oil gets pulled into the oil filter there. Let's go ahead and fire her up, let it run for a minute, we'll shut it off, and we'll check the oil. All right, so we're gonna add some more. All right, and we are perfect now. All right, so we're all filled up. And no leaks. No leaks. And no leaks under there. All right, so we got both oil plugs back in. We got our new oil filter on. We got it dated, so we know when to go ahead and change it again. Also go off We're gonna write our hours on there, which 425. There we go. Knew I was forgetting something. 425 hours. Let's run a tap through here. I got some bolts that'll work. Let's go ahead and tap this out. A little faster this way, but might as well do this one while we're at it. Those are both tapped out again, and we're also going to put some never sees on the bolts when we go ahead and connect this so it's not rusting up like the last ones did. So those are all set now. While we're got this off, our coolant is low. It should be up to here. It's down here, so let's go ahead and fill this up. Alright, we got our cap back on, and we are now full. Yeah. Let's go ahead and undo our air filter here. That hose is kind of in the way. What we could do, there's a strap here. Take that strap off. There we go. Get that bottom one. Pull that off. And this is your little duster. You press that, gets rid of any dust and stuff that's in there when you're out in the field or wherever. And we go ahead and this is our outer air filter. As you can see, it's pretty nasty. And we do have a new one. This is the new one. Definitely see the color difference. Now, unfortunately, this kit didn't come with an inner air filter, but we can check that out. And we could actually blow some air through there and put this one back in and then put our new one on the outside. And eventually we'll get a new one to throw in there. Unfortunately, the kit didn't come with one, but we can put this back in. Sprayed it out. Make sure you're spraying from the inside out so everything's going back out, not in. And that just pushes back in. Take our new one. It's going to go right over it. just like that. Throw our lid back on. Clamp the bottom, clamp the top, set this back down in there, and we can put our strap back on. There we go. Now that's all set. I had already taken my guards off here and blew them out with air. That's why they look so nice right now. So you may have to do that. You may have to pull your screens and then blow air through them to get all your junk out. And there's two of them on here. You got this one and this one. Other than that, I think we're all set up here. We can go ahead and throw our side and our front back on and put our two new bolts in. We got these two spots here. We're going to slide this right into it. We're going to go in just like that. And then we're going to lift up and get that bottom piece in. Yep, just like that. And then this piece is going to come up here and it's going to push right in there just like that. So now our side's back on. All right, let's get the front on. There we go. All right, now we can put our two bolts in here to hold that on. And we are going to put some never sees on the bolts. Alright, so that's in there now. Alright, so we got two new bolts in now with never sees. A lot better, and I'll be able to take this off to be able to get my sides off in the future. Go ahead and change out our fuel filter now. And it's right down here. Our new fuel filter. I did notice, I know on my mother's Kubota, she's got the O-rings in here. I don't see anything in this box here, and nothing else came with it, so hopefully I'll be able to use the one off the old one. There's your fuel filter. It's located right there on your tractor. And there's no shutoffs for these, so you're going to have to twist it off. You're going to get some fuel, so make sure you got pan or something down below to catch the diesel that comes out. But simply going to spin it counterclockwise, take it off. There we go. A little tough. Come on. There it goes. And you're going to have some fuel come out. Just try and do it as quick as you can. There we go. Oh, there's a lot of sediment and stuff in there. So you can see those two O-rings I was talking about. You got one in the center and one on the outside. So we'll just go ahead and transfer them over onto our other one there. Alright, there's one. And then this outer one here. There we go. Come on. There we go. There's little slots in here that it fits down in. Just gotta work it back and forth. You'll eventually get it. There we go. Now we could also clean all the junk out of here. That O-ring, put it in the center here. Just like that. So you can see there's grooves that stick out here, and it's hollowed out on each side here. and it's just going to slip in there. It's going to fit in where those grooves are, and it should drop right in. Yep, just like that. And you can push down on that. So that's in there now. Now we can take our larger O-ring. That's going to go around the outside here. Yep, just like that. Now we can go ahead and thread this back on. And when you're doing it, try and be quick, because then you'll start having diesel coming out again. Yep, just like that. All right, let's wipe that off, and then we'll start it up and make sure it's not leaking. Now that the fuel filter's all set here, let's go ahead and start greasing this thing up. Got the pump going. Let's go ahead and make sure we got 35 psi in our front tires here. And that's definitely low. It looked low. All right, 35. Yep, that one's down too. All right, so now we're just gonna hit all the grease fittings on here, all through the tractor, the bucket, all along, underneath. Gotta make sure you get that grease fitting there and here. Check our oil back here and hit all of our Zerk fittings, and then we can take a reverse spin. And that fluid looks good, and it's up to level too. And these are the old wipers. This is the one for the back, and here's one for the front. And they have the J-hook style here, and you can actually purchase these at like Advanced Auto. You don't have to go to the dealership to buy these because they're twice as expensive there. And I'll show you what I got. Tri-core exact fit 11. And these should be able to just slip right on there. Brand new. Yep, snap right on. Boom. New windshield wipers. Alright, let's get the front on. And same thing, exact fit, 16-inch. And same thing, J-hook style. So these just slip on in here. They snap right on and boom. New windshield wipers. Stay tuned for a future video. We are going to be replacing these front lights with LEDs, and I'm also going to fix this mirror, and we're going to fix our back lights here. I just don't like how they're designed here. They should be more inside. The other ones stuck out here, and they get hung up on branches and stuff like that, and pretty much tore them off going through stuff. But stay tuned for a future video on putting on new LED lights on here. No leaks. No leaks. Went through a bunch of mud and stuff. Yeah, no leaks. And we'll blow this off with some compressed air. And go ahead and top off our windshield washer fluid here. Also stay tuned for a video on gear oil on here. We're going to go ahead and replace that and fixing up all the lights on here. But other than that, we should be all set for now. Alright, so we're all set here. So once again, we hope you like, enjoy, subscribe, make sure to check out those other videos, and smash that like button. It helps out the channel. And as usual, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
You can't say goodbye without saying goodbye to me.
All right, Olaf. We'll see you on the next one. All right. Bye, Obo.
Bye, guys.